GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century. The home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here we go. Let's go. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
It's a
A gain
gain of 11.
of 11 on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On first down, it's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. First down for Houston.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Schultz, the motion man. They'll run with Montgomery.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
All right. 18.
One more time for Montgomery. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On the quick, right? 18. Let's go. South. 19 Texans.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Schultz, the motion man. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Jamie Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards, but we'll need to check on the call. So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll go again here with Henry. He'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Escaping to his left. He keeps it himself. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
All ready. 18. What's that?
In motion now, it's Collins. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Only 2, right? 18.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on 1st and goal. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Now it is 1st and goal.
Let's go, little lady!
Mahomes. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's in! Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Chiefs. Touchdown number 50 for him on the season. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He'll return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Montgomery. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
And he's down at the 3. What They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Montgomery trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits.
A second effort, and he is in. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Houston. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are on the board. It's now 14-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Williams. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Texans. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Yellow.
Off the play fake. Mahomes out to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Finding room at midfield. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yellow.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a second and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This caught right side by Worthy. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's third down and a few inches.
Yellow.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down to 28. But the sticks will move. First down, picked up on the ground. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Mahomes back. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Throwing now, Mahomes. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On third down, Mahomes. Open man is Horton. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Texans are going to come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term, run after.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. We'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Third and short. Here's Patrick to the goal line and in. Noah Gray. Touchdown, KC. That his second TD catch of the season. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be caught. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Texans will even this score. It's now 21-all. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Derek Stingley. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Yellow.
On first down, it's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. Patrick to throw. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. A pass pulled in by Henry. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up
From the 38 now, here's second and 5. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And a good job rallying for the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 4.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Here's Mahomes. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he is going to have a Chiefs first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards.
Come to the line now on second and 2.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front, Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We've got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feels. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
A second down throw for Stroud. And that ball incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on third down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it, nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
On the ground, Montgomery. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Dell, the motion man. On second down, Stroud. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And he's going to have a first down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. To throw is Mahomes. Now a screen set up for Henry. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. As they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Now Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking. I mean, you found yourself with the lead in the fourth quarter. Conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on fourth down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, we're going to get the ball back with a lot less time, so I really like that decision. They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow.
On the give, here's Henry. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 15-yard line.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, love is on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some...
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Typically, I'm the first one to be screaming up here to keep your offense on the field. Be aggressive and go for it. But I think at this stage of the 4th quarter, possessions are at a premium. I think you take this field goal, make it a 2-possession game, and I think now it's really hard for your opponent to have enough time to come back.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. He will do it himself. He's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Makes the score Chiefs 35, Texans 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. A throw left side, finds Dell. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10. Schultz, the motion man. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Higgins sent in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
There's the spike, and it stops the clock with 35 seconds left to play. To throw is Stroud. A ball deep for the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. They'll go play action with Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's fourth down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive.